For 3 endless days, Rusty lay beside a broken sidewalk near a crowded grocery market. The place was always busy, carts rolling, voices arguing over prices, footsteps rushing without pause, yet Rusty remained invisible. A faded blue shirt clung tightly to a thin, exhausted body, dusty and torn from the shoulder. One injured paw rested at an unnatural angle, swollen and bruised, sending sharp pain through every breath. The sun rose each morning, warming the street. The sun set each evening, leaving cold shadows behind, but help never arrived. Rusty did not cry for attention. Rusty did not chase sympathy. The eyes stayed open, staring at the moving world, waiting, not just for help, but for someone to care. On the morning of the third day, Luma walked down the same street with a small basket of vegetables balanced carefully in tired paws. A soft green dress, faded from many washes, moved gently with each step. Luma had already finished early kitchen work for the day and was thinking about prices, meals, and school fees. Then something felt wrong. Luma's steps slowed, the basket trembled slightly, and when the eyes finally focused on the sidewalk, the heart dropped. Rusty lay there, weak, pale, barely breathing. The basket slipped from Luma's paws, and vegetables rolled across the road, forgotten. Luma knelt beside Rusty, touching the injured paw gently. It was warm with infection. Fear tightened the chest. Behind Luma stood Miko and Tavi, dressed neatly in school uniforms that no longer fit perfectly. Their eyes widened, confusion quickly turning into fear. Without hesitation, Luma removed a scarf and wrapped it around the wound, pressing softly. The hands shook, but the resolve was firm. Words of comfort flowed quietly, though no one else seemed to hear. The market continued. Life moved forward, but for them, time had stopped. Luma ran from shop to shop asking for help. Some shopkeepers avoided eye contact. Some offered apologies without action. A few shook their heads and returned to weighing goods. Each rejection hurt more than the last, but pride was swallowed for survival. By midday, hunger returned. Luma broke a single piece of bread into small portions and handed them to Miko and Tavi first. Rusty turned away, pretending not to notice, but guilt burned deeply. Night fell quietly. Streetlights flickered. Luma spread an old coat over Rusty and stayed awake beside the sidewalk. Miko and Tavi slept close, holding each other for warmth. Fear whispered through the night, but love stayed stronger. Morning brought light and opportunity. Luma found temporary work at a nearby tea shop, washing cups, wiping tables, standing for hours under pressure. A simple apron replaced the green dress. Hands burned from hot water, feet ached, but every coin earned felt like hope.
That afternoon, Luma bought milk, clean cloth, and medicine. Miko and Tavi carefully cleaned Rusty's wound under daylight. Rusty clenched teeth silently, refusing to show pain. Healing was slow, but it had begun. A grocery shop owner noticed Rusty trying to stand. Seeing effort and honesty, light packing work was offered. A clean brown shirt was worn proudly. Every movement hurt, but dignity returned with responsibility. At sunset, a small salary rested in tired paws, enough to change everything. Days passed and routine slowly formed. Rusty worked mornings at the grocery shop. Luma earned trust at the tea shop and was later allowed to manage the counter. Miko and Tavi studied under daylight and helped customers after school. Evenings were spent in a tiny rented room where kitchen work became healing, lentils simmering slowly, vegetables chopped carefully, meals shared with gratitude. The injured paw healed gradually. Pain faded into memory. Neighbors noticed the change, not because life became easy, but because unity never broke. One afternoon, both Rusty and Luma received increased salaries. Stability finally arrived. Miko and Tavi bought new notebooks with saved coins, smiling brighter than the sky outside. Months later, Rusty walked past the same sidewalk where pain once lived. The place felt smaller now. The fear was gone. Waiting alone almost destroyed everything. Standing together saved it all. Rusty did not just survive, love turned struggle into strength. And that is how 3 days of pain became a lifetime lesson. No hardship wins when hearts choose to stay together.
This was not just the story of an injured cat, it was the story of love choosing responsibility over comfort. 3 days of waiting showed how cruel silence can be, but the days that followed proved how powerful togetherness truly is. Every struggle became lighter when shared, and every pain slowly turned into strength through care and patience. Let this story remind us that relationships grow strongest during hardship, not happiness.